to The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. Every week, another step along the path toward a more peaceful, happy life. A life where you grow into the best possible version of yourself, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Now, let's get started down the path for today. And welcome in for The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spirit growth. We are on step number 43 today, and we appreciate you being with us. I'm Bill Sklodowski, along with my friend and partner, Vicki Wagoner, coming to us live and direct from Blue Ridge, Georgia. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am good. I was saying they're doing a little bit of yard maintenance outside my apartment, so if you hear a lawnmower in the background, it's definitely not me, so it's okay. But we'll be fine. So yes, things are moving along in several areas of life, and a couple of those we will touch on today.
Okay.
Always wanted to. I'm making it a habit of starting the show with gratitude.
Yes.
For our friends and listeners who join us, for you, Miss Vicki, for being with me here for all of these episodes and having so much fun doing this, and also for just a little something of the week that occurred to me and you. So I'll go first, and then you can talk a little bit about if you have gratitude for anything this week. And mine is I'm learning. It's one of those darn life lessons again, but you have to be in gratitude for everything. And again, mine is my eyeball. As you can see, it's, I'm coming along. It's fine. I put my drops in this morning, so as I look at it in my zoom lens camera, it looks a little red this morning, which is kind of weird, but whatever.
It's still healing. It's
still healing.
Yeah.
Went to my doctor yesterday as we record this. And I got it. Everybody calls him Dr. H because he has one of these long, unpronounceable Indian names. Super nice guy, but yeah. So Dr. H, shout out to Dr. H in Gainesville, Florida for his work, his retinal surgery and all of that.
Wonderful.
And I do have to say, not the most friendly, personable, happy guy. I mean, he might be at home, but with his patients like me, it's all business. It's all quiet, absolutely knows his stuff and tells you, answers your questions and all. But I got to tell you, you and I were talking before the recording started. One of my superpowers is funny. I'm funny. I get it. I can be a funny guy. It's totally wasted on him. Totally wasted on the good doctor. We're sitting in the room and he's doing the exam and he's like, "Oh, it's, coming along well. You're healing great." All of that. And I think I've mentioned in the past that they take out some of the fluid in the eye. They replace it with a different kind of clear, almost an oil that helps the eye heal from the inside and helps hold the retina in place and all of that. Mm-hmm. And so as we're just sitting there and he's filling out his forms, I said, "So when do we get to talk about changing this fluid back so I can get this back to good vision and see?" And he's like, "Well, I kind of like to think about 6 months as a time for that." And I'm like, "Ooh." And we did so the surgery was end of third week of April. So I've had all of April, or the end of April, all of May. Now it's early June. 6 months. And I laughed and I said, "You don't know what this is doing to my pickleball game." Which is true.
How did that go?
Without looking up from his computer, without turning towards me, without pulling off his surgical mask, he said, and I quote, "What's important?"
Ooh.
And I said, "Thank you for the voice of reason." And he chuckled a little bit at that. So I'm like, "Okay, thanks."
You got a chuckle?
I got a little teeny tiny chuckle. So I consider that a win. So anyway.
Take what you can get.
Gratitude today is for my doctor, Dr. H, who the voice of reason when it comes to healing and making sure it's done properly.
Which is so important.
Because it is so important. I get that. It's ridiculously important. And so I played some pickleball last night and which I'm fine. He says, you can play all you want, no worries. I'm like, okay, great. I wear my protective glasses and all of that stuff, and
Good.
so but we're old people. With one exception, we are old people batting the ball around and laughing and having fun. So it's great. But there are times, literally, when the ball comes from a certain angle toward this is my left eye. When it comes at me from the left side, and I
Oh,
go to hit the ball, and it's coming out of that fuzzy vision that I just totally whiff the ball, just totally,
hmm.
totally miss it,
Yep.
which never, ever happens, but it does to me now. And
You got fluid in your eye. What do
I
you want?
got,
It's like playing underwater.
it's, thank you. It's like playing underwater. That's it exactly.
Yeah.
So it was so in one day in the space of the one day, I had the doctor reminding me of what's important, and I had the opportunity to put that gratitude to work as I'm flailing along. And again, it's not all the time, but there are times on the pickleball court, where I will usually say something, not really appropriate for a family show, and turn around and walk to the back of the court, mutter a little bit, and then they go, all right, let's go. Come on, let's go. So, all right. Anyway, so Bill is in gratitude for the voice of reason in his recovery. I don't know if that's a thing. Of course, it's a thing to be
Oh,
gratitude
oh,
for. You can be in gratitude
oh,
for everything. So yeah, I get
everything.
it.
Yes.
So all right, that it's and I believe it was Miss Vicki who not too many weeks ago said something along the lines of trust the process or
Hmm.
whatever. And
Hmm.
damn it, I'm having to trust the process. And it's kind of
Got to pull that trust out of your feet and put it into your head.
I like that. That's good. I don't know where it came from, but it's
I
good.
don't either. I open up
I
my mouth and things fall out.
I know. There you go. So, all right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, as the country music song goes.
But
How about you? Anything of gratitude? Anything to spark your sense of gratitude this week?
well, first of all, I'm grateful that your eye is improving and that everything is going along well because to me, eyesight, is everything. There's so much out there to see.
Mm-hmm.
I first want to be grateful to the doctor who has no, sense of humor, yet knows what he's doing. So
Knows what he's doing.
I'm
Exactly.
appreciative to him.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
every morning I wake up and I go, you know what? I'm alive. I'm getting out of bed. I can, I'm still functioning at this age. So, just being healthy and having a wonderful husband,
There you go.
living in a beautiful home and,
There you go.
having great friends. And so I guess just life, grateful for life.
That's a good generic
Yeah.
thing. I
Yeah.
agree. I mean, that's probably something. I mean, mm, if you're looking for somewhere to start, and I'm not saying this isn't a great thing, it is a great thing. But if you're one of those people that it's like, oh, I have nothing to be I have nothing to be grateful for.
Oh,
Hello, you got out of bed this morning, right?
right.
Yeah,
You're still here. You're upright.
you're upright.
The
Yeah,
alternative.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I
The
say,
alternative, not so good. Yeah,
yeah, like it's, getting older, but I'm still upright, so I'm thankful and I'm healthy and,
right,
got a good life. And I love doing this, with you
right,
and hopefully inspiring other people and
right.
just having a good time. I
There
mean,
you go.
we
Having a
laugh
good
a
time.
lot and we banter back and forth and, it's just a fun thing to do. It, makes me happy.
I'm happy for this coffee. I'm happy
I'm,
for coffee
oh,
every morning.
me and my coffee. Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
coffee addiction.
I am happy for my coffee. Yes. So, I mean, that's not all I'm happy
No,
for, but yeah, I just thought of that because I'm sitting here holding my coffee cup while you're talking, and I'm like, oh wait, look, there's wonderful coffee here.
of
whoever,
course,
whoever
of course,
that came from.
I know, but of
But
course, grateful for my family and my little Maxie, and again, just being upright.
that would be the puppy dog Max, who is out finding
Mhm.
sunshine somewhere. So
Oh,
yes,
he's out there. Oh
he
my,
is. He is the most solar powered dog I've. He's like totally solar powered. He sits in the sun, charges up, and then he runs around for a while, and then he sits in the sun again.
Yesterday there was a teeny tiny little patch of sun. The rest of the porch was, shaded. He found a little tiny patch, maybe a foot long. He lay down in it.
Sure,
He is
sure.
a sun worshiper. I mean, he will find the sun somewhere. I took a picture of it because I'm like, oh my God, only you, Max, will find this patch of sun on
One
the
patch
deck.
of sun. There you go. There you go. So anyway,
Oh,
I wanted to also early on in the show here talk
mhm.
a little bit, give people some information, of course, about finding you. We'll talk more in the show about, of course, what you do with clients because we talk about it every week and that sort of thing. But I wanted, if you're joining us early on in the show and maybe you can't stay for the whole thing, I wanted to make mention of the fact that if you would like to get in touch with Vicki Wagoner to learn how you could be more grateful for things in your life or whatever else, it doesn't
Whatever.
matter.
Yeah.
She works with folks of all kinds. How would somebody get in touch with you, Miss Vicki?
They could call or text 239-248-0586 or email me at Vicki, Vicki, Wagoner, Wagoner 53 at gmail.com.
There you go. And of course, as we talked about, I'm always on the lookout for the latest interesting thing to talk about in the tech business. And I mean, it's really not. I always say it's not personal development, but then I think of my clients like, oh, I don't know, Vicki Wagner, who call me and are pulling her hair out because she can't figure out something about her phone or her iPad. And I'm thinking, I'm probably saving some gray hair there. I don't know.
Saving gray hair, and you're saving Rick from having me have a temper tantrum. Yay, it's a win-win.
Check on YouTube, look for Bill's iPhone tips on YouTube, and you'll find all my videos there. And of course, all this information in the show notes if you would like to find out more, because we'd love you to get in touch and, reach out and see what we can do for you. So I was reading what really got me. I mean, the gratitude thing is a practice. That's a good word that I want to start for us almost every week on the show. Not almost every week on the show. I want us to be grateful for something. And I also, in looking for that, found an interesting article about that for people who might be a little challenged by the idea, like we were talking about before, about things to be grateful for. And that's okay. So anyway, found this article, and it's an interesting younger couple, and the name of the website, and we'll post this on the show notes as we always do. But the website is dentalyogis.com.
What?
Like yoga. If you
Yeah,
practice
but
yoga, you're a yogi, right? I think. I don't even
what
know
was
that if it's true
what
or
was
not.
what was the first word? Dental?
Dental, like teeth.
Brush your teeth?
Like teeth. And they are, and I quote, and it says under their little article under their little about us, it says, we are dentists who have broken the mold in their profession and are dedicated to help others achieve more balance and peace. And I'm like, how cool is that? So anyway, really, handsome young couple there. And I guess,
Uh,
I don't know if they're doing only this or if they're still having it. I don't know. All I know is I will post the link to the article in the show notes, but I wanted to talk a little bit about it. And it's
wow.
right. It's there. It takes all kinds. It really does. Hey, it's Bill stepping out of the studio for a quick second. On the podcast, one of the things we talk about a lot is motivation, the desire to get things done in life. It might be physical stuff, losing a few pounds, getting a better job, finding a great relationship. Or it might be more of what I like to call internal things, finding ways to feel better about yourself or life in general. Well, to help our listeners along that particular path, we've prepared a helpful, simple guide for personal motivation. It's called Flipping the Switch: How to Create Motivation at a Moment's Notice. I'd like to send you a free copy, along with some other special bonus goodies. Bonus, you say? Well, yes, kind of an unadvertised in-store special. What is it? Well, you'll just have to find out for yourself. So, do this. Head over to the website, www.thepracticalpathpodcast.com. Yep, the same name as the podcast itself. Put in your email and we'll immediately send you to the free download. We'll also let you know about upcoming podcast episodes and other behind-the-scenes information. Again, just head over to the website, www.thepracticalpathpodcast.com, and get your free guide to boosting your personal motivation. I'm sure you'll find it helpful and, dare I say, practical. Now, back to the show. So anyway, the article is when I get really excited about a new project or a thing, I tend to focus on how it's going to change my future life and may, however, subtly devalue my present life. I've noticed that this future focused enchantment, good word, is
Oh.
quite prevalent and can, if you're not mindful about it, be detrimental. When my mind gets consumed by anticipation, my excitement gets accompanied by doses of frustration and impatience as well. Gee, sounds like a guy worried about his eyeball healing, doesn't it? So yeah, he says, let me give you. So anyway, he talks about the finding gratitude in the things of right now, which
Hmm.
is kind of what we've talked about. But he says, let me give you an example. I have enjoyed riding my bike and competitive cycling, training, competing, all of that since I was in college. On nice days, I really enjoyed a long bike commute to work on my sweet new road bike, which I purchased from a friend years ago. However, I recently discovered the bike frame is a little too small for my size, possibly causing me some unnecessary aches and soreness. And I've since been obsessed over replacing it to the point that I found myself literally loathing the same bike that has provided me so many beautiful rides and memories. And that's when it hit me. We live in a world where convenience has evolved so exponentially fast that it inadvertently demands constant change.
Wow.
Now it's a big there's a lot to
Yeah.
unpack there. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's true, I think, that we face it. I mean, even for somebody like me who doesn't have a lot of money and doesn't have a fancy car and doesn't have I don't have a lot of material possessions out of choice, but also out of finances. The fact of the matter is, we live in a world that is so easy, so convenient, so much is right there for us when we
Oh,
want it.
yes, absolutely.
Right. That we get, I think we get used to things. We get
Mm.
used to the fact that that everything's so convenient. And it's
Yeah.
like, so
Yeah.
his point is it just me, or is it becoming harder and harder to be happy and appreciate the things that we already have? He says,
Oh,
take music, for example. When was the last time you fell in love with a song? Do you remember how music it was distributed differently 20 years ago? When I was a kid, and this sounds like me, when I was a kid, I remember waiting all day for my favorite new song to play on the radio just so I could tape record it and listen to it over and over again for hours, days, and months. Today, it takes 4 seconds to find a new song, add it to my library on Spotify playlists, and inevitably it will be overshadowed by some even newer hit, probably on the same day. Spotify releases an average of 60,000 new songs in a week. Crazy. Much
wow.
like our playlists, our homes, our hobbies, our technologies, and even our jobs are all losing sentimental value at an
Mm.
alarming rate. So think about, and he quotes another writer who says, think of it like walking. He says, we move in the direction we desire, but think about it. We are keeping one foot firmly rooted where we are in the present while propelling the other foot forward. One foot rooted in gratitude, giving praise for the blessings that we have in this moment, and
Mhm.
from there, shifting our attention toward a desired new outcome. Without starting each day with a simple gratitude exercise, it becomes natural to leap in too many directions and lose our sense of appreciation of the present and of the process. So
Yeah.
there's more to it, and I will link to this article, like I said,
Wow.
in the show
Yeah.
notes. But I love that idea of, well, there's a couple of big ideas there.
Okay.
Again, and you mentioned this, you get up in the morning. I'm here. I'm awake. I'm alive. The dog's happy. He's outside. The coffee is warm. I'm good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we can be numb to that idea by the fact that things are just doggone easy out there nowadays.
Yeah.
We don't think about the things that, I mean, let's face it, even 100 years ago, not even that, life was hard, a lot harder,
Very hard.
very hard.
Very. Yeah.
Ah. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there, that
Yeah.
stay connected to the fact. I love the walking idea that one foot
Mhm.
has to be on the ground and planted for you to push off in the direction that you want to go, wherever that might be.
Ah,
It doesn't matter.
right.
To me, it just gives an idea of, okay, fine. And because I have things I still want to do in life, even at this age.
Sure.
Say that. Of course, we all do. I hate our age. I always put it in quotes when I'm texting friends and stuff. I hate the our age. Well, Bill, what is our age? Yeah, it's damn old, but it's okay.
Hey,
I know. Sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
a teenager inside at 72. So,
she's like, do you see who's sitting right here?
yeah, they're the biggest kids you're going to meet.
I know, right? So there are things that we want to do and learn and see and experience and all of that stuff,
Mhm.
hopefully right up until the day we leave this world.
Yes,
And so, yeah, keep doing that. Keep moving in that direction, even if it's just
absolutely.
one foot in front of the other. So
Hmm.
that's
Yeah,
there's no lesson. Well, there might be a lesson for some people there, but you never know. What do you think?
I feel that's a lesson because you're right. We have so much stuff and we're used to having stuff and it's available. You just have to, drive 15 minutes down the road and there's Walmart, just as an example of everything's right there, and do we appreciate that, what we had to do to earn the money to get it? Do we appreciate that, we can walk in there, we're upright? Do we appreciate, what it was, to bring it back home and gratitude, like
Right.
you said, being grateful, being appreciative, being, humble that we can do this, because there's a lot of people out there, sadly, that are looking for a meal every day,
Also
and
true.
how, it's food. We have so much food available to us. So we're
Right.
used to everything being there. So I like the thought of just stepping back for a moment and going, wow, look at what I had to do to get to this point that I have, what I need, that, I am comfortable, that, I am happy, I am healthy.
Right.
And to me, it's like putting everything in a, great big bowl because it's all right there, and
Right.
appreciating that it's like a salad, you've put all these different things in there, but you're thankful that you have it and that you were able to manifest it and appreciate
The salad of life. What kind of thing goes on the salad of life?
being healthy, having a job, being retired if you're, with a retirement, pay, your health,
Right.
friends,
Right.
you know, you're still upright, you
I get it.
hopefully, we stay, sharp until the end of our days.
Right.
My grandma was until 99. I mean, she could tell you anything. I mean, she read the newspaper up and down every single day, and she was just sharp until the day that she passed.
It's interesting you mentioned your grandmother because I've read a couple of stories, articles, posts, I never remember, when they talk to very old people, over 100,
Mhm,
in what it doesn't matter where they're at, if they're in, America or India or
mhm.
Japan or whatever, that gratitude is really a thing that even the person themselves, the old person themselves will tell the interviewer that gratitude, yes, because I mean, and again, I think we had this very discussion last week, or if we didn't, it's been in the past couple of weeks. The differences between love and gratitude, and
Mhm.
that love is something that kind of goes out to people. I give you my love. I give my pet my love. I give my partner my love, and hopefully it is returned in some form. And that may even be a problem, not problem, a challenge. Love can express itself in a lot of interesting and sometimes difficult ways
Oh,
in
yes.
life.
Yep.
Gratitude, on the other hand, is more. I should have looked this up, but I didn't know the conversation was going to go this way. Maybe I will at the break. Gratitude is something I can express to anyone, to you, to the dog, to the food, to the coffee. I can express it to anything, alive or not, for any reason, because the reasons are mine,
Right.
right? if I love somebody and I hope that they love me back, well, they have their own reasons for either loving me or not, and they have their own way of showing that love back
Mhm.
to me.
Right.
I think we're hitting on something in here. And the gratitude piece of it, I can have gratitude. I can be grateful for something for my own reasons.
Right.
And it doesn't I don't care if the coffee loves me back. Pretty
Oh,
sure the dog loves me back. I
right.
mean, we've been using your pooch Max there for an example. We know he loves you. We know because it's like you feed him. Okay. You take him for a walk 3 times a day, and life is good. He finds a sunshine spot, and he's good. But again,
He's
don't let me get off track here. Gratitude is something I can express on my own terms, in my own way, toward
right.
whatever I choose to, without having to worry about it coming back. Now, I started this whole conversation with, people of, 3-digit age numbers. And I think that's part of it. They all have talked about gratitude as one of those powerful things that they are grateful for life every day.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And as we've talked about on this show a lot, whatever you focus on, whatever you have connection with, whatever, you get more of that.
Oh, yeah.
That the law of
Absolutely.
attraction, basic thing. I mean, I know it's almost out of style now, the law of attraction stuff, but it's still true.
It's
It
true.
still works. Yeah.
Now, I want to just add one thing. You got to love yourself first. Then that energy goes out. And guess what's going to come back?
Right.
So always looking in the mirror and being proud of yourself, loving yourself, respecting yourself, because you know how I like to say, we have to be our own best friend.
Of course.
And we have to be the one that appreciates ourselves, sees ourselves for who we are, you know, everything in between, from the good to the bad, it's all
Sure.
part of who we are.
Right.
Yet putting that energy out, sharing with everyone, and then it always comes back even more when you love and respect yourself.
Yes. How do I love myself when I've had a really crappy day?
Well, you just go, you know what? I really had a crappy day. The whole thing sucked, nothing went right. So just look at it and go, okay, so how long do you want to hold on to that?
Mm-hmm.
Is it doing anything for you that you're, excuse me, pissing and moaning?
Mm-hmm.
And look at, well, how could you change that? Looking at it from a different perspective, what did you learn from it? How can you grow from that situation? How can
Right.
you inspire someone else by shifting your perspective? You'll help somebody else to shift theirs. So it's embracing it because a lot of people go, I don't want to even look at it. Well, you have to look at it. You have to embrace it. What is the lesson you learned from it? Because
Right.
everything is a lesson. And even in our darkest moments, you can put light into it and shift it. And, just being honest, that my childhood was horrid, yet I turned it into a gift. And that's why I do what I do today.
Right.
Inspire people, encourage people. I can, resonate with just about anybody that walks in the door. And the other thing is, I feel it before they even talk about it. And, they'll go, well, you don't understand. It's like, wait a minute. uh,
Yeah.
Let me tell you as you walk through the door what I felt about you. And they look at me with these, like deer in the headlights. And they're like, how do you know that? And I go, I just do.
I just do. Yeah. Don't. When you reach out to Vicki, and we would encourage you if that's something you're interested in, don't ever tell Vicki, oh, you don't understand.
No. Okay,
Rule number one. Yeah. But it's true. I mean, the understand part. Okay. We'll play with that if we want to. But yes, the ability. I love that. I love that. I love that. And I wish we could find a tool. Well, I don't know what it is. Maybe we'll come up with something here as we continue this conversation. That yeah, I had a crappy day. I had and I'm gonna be in a bad mood about it. And like you said, and to me, I love that. How long? How long you want to do that? I mean, set a timer. Is 20 minutes enough? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Be angry at the world for 20 minutes. And then when it's done, think, all right, I had my time. I had my hissy fit. Now what do I want to? And again, you don't. It's not like you have to. Well, maybe you do. I was going to say you don't have to do anything about it, but maybe the doing is just the idea that, okay, now I'm done with this and now I'm stepping into the next part of life.
Right.
The next
Yeah.
hour is a new opportunity to do something different in life.
Oh, absolutely. And
Yeah.
we all have the ability to shift it. You have to put a little bit of energy into it. You got to be okay to, sit with it, look at the bigger picture of it. Did you learn from it? And then just move forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because the worst thing you
So
can
that
do is,
is so yeah, you are there. I take that back. What I said is, so you are actually doing something,
yeah, you're
even
an
if it's just a shift of, I shouldn't say even if it's just, because it's a shift
it's a
of
big,
attitude, a change of,
yes,
oh my gosh, a change of perspective,
yes.
thing we always talk about. So yeah, you always have, and again, go find You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. Good golly, go find that book because
Yes, yes, yes.
she started it all these years ago, and I'm gonna repeat it right now again. You, and when I mean you, I mean Bill and Vicki and all our friends and listeners, always, always, always get to decide how you're going to think about something
Hmm.
and what you're going to do with those thoughts.
Right.
Okay, I had a really pissy day. Somebody cut me off in traffic. My boss was mean. The customers were awful. The dog threw up on the carpet when I got home. I'm not having a great day. Okay,
Yeah.
those things happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
What now are you choosing to think and do about that? Because
Hmm.
if it turns me off, if it makes me a ugly person for the rest of the week or month or year,
Hmm.
and I've seen that happen. Um, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth the work that it takes to be in that mood.
Yeah. Yep. Life happens.
Life happens. It's as simple as that.
It
Life
is.
happens.
Life happens. What are you going to do with it?
What
How
do
are you
you?
going to learn from it? How are you going to grow from it?
I feel like an infomercial. Yes, it really is that easy. It's like, but it's true. I mean, it really is true that it's like, okay, these things did happen. And I can't change your boss. I can't change the traffic. I can't change your dog throwing up or whatever. I can't change any of that stuff. I can't change it for myself when it happens to me. I can't change it for my friend, Miss Vicky, when it happens to her. I can't do that. But now I can be mindful. If it's me, I can, okay, now what am I? Well, I'm going to clean up the dog stuff and then I'm still going to make dinner for myself and I'm still going to have a nice evening or whatever. Again, that's up to you. You get to decide. You always
Yeah.
get to decide.
Yes. You make a choice.
You make the choice.
Yep. Absolutely.
If only it were that simple. Well, it is that simple, but
Well,
why do we complicate it for ourselves? We get stuck.
yeah, I think we get stuck, and it's like, ugh, here I am again, or, oh, why did that happen? Well, just step back from it for a bit, do something that you enjoy, go take a shower, take a run, beat a pillow, do something to get that energy out. Seriously. Oh, believe me,
Yeah.
I've taken a few pillows to the wall. Um,
Well, I
on my
think
husband's
I need a
bed.
picture of that. Yeah. No, it's
But
great. No, and then, but yes,
gotta
get the
get it
energy
out.
out if you have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chop wood, scream,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
that anything that you need to do that doesn't hurt you or hurt somebody else.
Exact. Good.
That's
Thank you.
a really
Exactly.
good point because sometimes, when people get angry, it's like they want to take it out on somebody. Well, that's not always the best way to go.
No, it's rarely the best way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get that. So
Mhm.
find a way to release
Mhm.
that energy
Yep.
in an approved way, in a
Yes.
Vicky and Bill approved way. And then, okay, I've released it. Now, like you said, for me, I mean, it would probably be a hot shower or something like that, and just let the water just run over me for 5 minutes. And I do honestly have that feeling of, okay, it's literally washing this crap out of me.
Yes, definitely.
So, yeah, I get that.
Visualizing is very important. Yeah, to visualize it just leaving and then bringing that fresh new energy into you. Yeah.
And again, that can be whatever works for you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Sit quietly for a minute. If you can be outside, I have a little porch on my apartment. I go and I sit outside with my coffee and, whatever,
Hmm.
and just literally soak in some sunshine. And again, I think it's kind of important to make that conscious connection between I'm not just sitting here, I am, and you can believe it or not. I mean, I choose to believe it in the most real sense. But even if you don't, tell yourself, I'm sitting here in this sunshine. I'm being warmed. I'm being, whatever. I'm recharging. I'm doing what. Just
Yes.
try it. See what happens.
Oh, yeah. Visualization is very important. Yeah.
Right?
Visualize the hurt, the anger, whatever you're feeling going out of your body, and then bring the, like you said, bring the light in, the sun, the rain, whatever you need to, bring that back into you.
Right.
Yeah, it works. It really does work. I know it sounds kind of hokey, but yet there's a lot of spiritual, tools out there that are really very valuable.
And if you don't like spiritual, just think personal development or think what
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
whatever.
what you call it.
Yeah, you know, I don't know, Billy or something, whatever. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Exactly.
Whatever
Oh,
makes you feel good is
yes.
that's what's important to you. Do what makes you feel good. And then actually thank the situation that came up, how you got through it, how you shifted it, and then move forward.
Right. And you've just, I think, described the whole process of gratitude for that
Yeah,
sort of a
that's
thing
gratitude.
because all
Yeah.
right, I went through this,
Hmm.
but I was conscious of it, mindful enough, whatever term you want. You don't even have to use a term. I got through it.
Got through it. Yeah.
I put a little something to work, like you said, took the shower, beat up a pillow, went for a walk in nature. I did
Yeah.
something.
You did
I took
something.
some
You did
small
it.
action somewhere to release the negativity. I did some small action to bring in some good stuff again to
Mhm.
replace it. And now I can go back to life. Hopefully.
Right.
That's the whole idea.
Absolutely.
Awesome. I really want to, we're going to take a break. I really want to do a quick check on the differences between love and gratitude. For some reason that's sticking in my mind. So I'm going to do that. Go refill your coffee, do whatever you need to do. We'll take a quick break and we will be right back. And welcome back. This is The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. I'm Bill Sklodowski, along with my friend and co-podcaster Vicki Wagoner from Blue Ridge, Georgia. How you doing?
Hey,
We had quite the discussion
I'm
about
good.
gratitude, and it's not over yet.
Yeah.
Doggone it. I know.
Yes, that was great.
It was. But if somebody else out there, one of our friends or listeners, would love to chat with you a little bit about how they might find more or whatever else. If it's gratitude you're looking for, she can help. Vicki can help. If it's something else you're looking for, she can probably help. She's
Probably
not going to
help.
tell you what to do, but she can help you figure out maybe what a good direction might be.
Hmm.
Is that what you would, I
Absolutely.
mean, is that how you would describe the things that you do for your clients?
I encourage them to trust themselves, to listen to themselves,
Love that.
and shift, as I always say, shift their perspective of some of the things that maybe happened in their life. And I always ask them to look at what is the gift that they got from it. And like I say, even in the darkness, there's always light, and you can always learn and grow from it.
I
So,
agree. Yeah, I do agree.
yeah.
And I mean, I'm not just saying that because I agree. I'm saying that because I've experienced it from
Yes.
Wagner and, had a good experience with it, had a great experience with it. And so, anyway, if somebody would like to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
They can call or text 239-248-0586 or email me at Vicki, Vicki, Wagoner, Wagoner 53 @gmail.com.
And for all your high-tech goodies, check out
Yes.
Bill's videos at Bill's iPhone Tips on YouTube. And of course, all the latest.
Oh, absolutely. And be inspired and educated.
And educated. Good. So all of that will be in the show notes, of course, along with the links to anything else that we do. Um, we were talking off the mic during the break about the newest technologies that are out there, including this amazing thing. You've probably heard of ChatGPT, and if you haven't, well, welcome to the 21st century. It's AI, artificial intelligence,
Mhm.
and it's getting less and less artificial and more intelligent as
Oh,
time passes.
yeah.
And just for the sheer heck of it, just for fun, because we were talking, and I mentioned this in the first half of the show, the differences between love and gratitude.
Yes.
And they are important, I think, and
I do.
helpful.
Yes.
So just for the fun of it, I
Yeah.
opened up ChatGPT on my computer because we're recording this on the computer, of course, using a little Zoom call.
Mhm.
And and the best way, and I'm not an expert by any stretch, but I know a little bit about ChatGPT. And the way it works is you kind of tell it what kind of information you're looking for by telling ChatGPT, okay, today you're working as an expert in XYZ field. Okay,
Okay.
you're working as an expert in pet healthcare, or you're a great chef, or you are a great marketing person and we're writing an email campaign, whatever. You tell ChatGPT how it is working, the role, the fancy word is the role it is taking
Oh,
today. And then
okay.
you can ask it a question because now it knows, oh, I'm a world-class chef today. I need to answer from that perspective.
Oh, okay.
With all that in mind, I opened up a ChatGPT window and I typed and this is called a prompt. You're typing in a prompt. You're prompting it for information.
Okay.
So I wrote to ChatGPT and I said, speaking as the personal slash, oh, excuse me, speaking as the spiritual slash personal development guru that you are,
Mhm.
please tell me a bit about the important differences between love and gratitude. So I've already given him the role, him.
Right.
I've already given it. Let's not go overboard with making it a person. I've already given it the role. You are a guru in the personal development spiritual space. And now, Mr. Guru, tell us a little bit about the differences between love and gratitude. And now, here is what ChatGPT, that's all I said. I didn't tell it anything else.
Right.
This is what it wrote back. I love that it's a human. I appreciate the depth of this question. It touches the heart of personal evolution and inner peace. Love and gratitude are both high frequency energies, profoundly transformative, but they are not the same. Love is expansive. It is the energy of connection, of dissolving the illusion of separation. Love says, quote, I see you, I accept you, I embrace you. It radiates outward and seeks union. It can be fierce or gentle, romantic or divine, selfless or self-affirming. At its highest expression, love is unconditional presence, a state of being that does not require circumstances to be perfect in order to be offered. Love is the energy, love is the source energy behind all deep healing. Love allows forgiveness, intimacy, and creation. When you are in a state of true love, you are aligned with the pulse of the universe. This is a
Ooh.
computer talking, by the way.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Gratitude is receptive. It is the energy of recognition, of consciously receiving and honoring what is. Gratitude says, I acknowledge this gift, I recognize its value, and I let it bless me. It is rooted in the present moment. It asks nothing to change. It's a form of spiritual intelligence that transforms what you have into enough and what you experience into wisdom. While love often flows outward, gratitude flows inward though in doing so, it opens the heart just as widely. The key difference, if love is the sun radiating light outward, then gratitude is the soil, quietly receiving, nourishing, and making growth possible. Love connects you to others. Gratitude connects you to yourself in this moment. Love asks, how can I give? Gratitude asks, what have I been given? Both are sacred. Both are practices, but their orientation is different, and understanding what helps you cultivate a more whole and grounded inner life. Oh
Wow.
my God.
That was deep.
I feel as though my job has been I've just been replaced by a computer. I have
It-
been replaced by
yeah,
this computer.
it's amazing. It's so profound, and I felt like I was being drawn into,
Right?
yeah, like I was being drawn into that, and it was like I was visualizing like this beautiful landscape, like when it said, planting in the ground, it's just like, wow, that's
So
a,
I'm typing back. That's awesome. Thanks. Perhaps more later. All right. So thanks. Thanks for the insights. Maybe more later. So, and again, it's conversational in that, I mean, unlike, if you go to Google, yes, you can type in that the difference between love and gratitude, and you'll get 3 advertisements for something and you'll get whatever, whatever. So this is fully conversational, fully, I hate to use the word aware, but it knows what you've talked about in the
yeah,
past.
yeah.
So I'm simply typing back, that's awesome. Thanks for the insights. Maybe more later. And it writes back, you're so welcome. Take your time. These are deep waters, and there's no rush in soul work. Whenever you're ready to dive back in, I'll be there. Until then, may love guide your steps and gratitude ground your spirit. Oh
Wow.
my God.
It's like
Okay,
having a,
everybody, thanks for coming. Vicki and Bill have been
yeah.
replaced by a robot. So
Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
Wow.
All right, so I'm making a command decision here as the leader of this podcast. I'm making the decision that every week we're going to ask ChatGPT another little spiritual question and see what comes up.
Okay, because for a moment I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be replaced.
Right, right. Now the good news is, at least for the moment,
Hmm.
ChatGPT is not doing like card readings or hypnosis or whatever development work that Vicki Wagner does. But somewhere somebody is working on
I
that.
know. I'm going, oh my God, I got to hold on to the table before I fall down.
I mean, we're laughing, it's hilarious, but it's hilarious in that it's so good.
Yes.
It's so good. And I have I'll be
Okay.
honest, I'm just a geek and I just play with the toys. I don't, I couldn't tell you how they make Lego blocks. I can't tell you how they make Lego blocks. I can tell you how they go together. You know,
Yes.
I play with the toys. So I'm fascinated by this
Yeah.
AI thing, and I see it being put to use in so many different ways.
Yes. Yeah.
And we've just uncovered another one of them. So
Yes.
we're gonna add our friend. We'll have to. Okay, so here's your homework, Vicki Wagner. We need to think
Oh
of a
dear.
name for our Chat GPT friend. So when we ask it more questions, him, her, whatever, maybe we'll see if we can actually get it to speak. That would be scary. Oh my God, that would be. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I don't know because I'm thinking back, like I'm old of these old movies where they had, like these robots and machines and
Of
all this
course,
talking and everybody thought, oh, that's just, make believe.
of
Well,
course.
guess what, folks? It's here. This is real, and this thing is like, holy cow.
It's and of course, I mean, when you're watching science fiction movies or whatever from the 70s, the 80s, the whatever, they were only as good as the imagination of the time. I guess that's the way to say it.
Yeah.
Things now are so far past.
Oh, yes.
Go watch War Games. The only way to win this game is not to play. That's a great one. Uh,
Wow.
it was called War Games, about a computer that was taking over the Defense
Oh,
Department. Go
oh,
watch. Oh, if you really want to go back, I'm a sci-fi movie nut, so I got some oldies but goodies here. Go find Colossus, the Forbin Project. And it was like in the early 70s, way before any of this stuff. But it was literally about this exact thing where they give a computer the ability to decide, make war decisions. And oh my God, guess what? We found out the Russians had one too. And then they started talking to each other. And then they started taking over the world together. So
okay.
So
Now
go
I'm
find
really glad.
Colossus the Forbidden Pride. I don't know if it's on Amazon or Prime or if it's on
Oh my
Netflix. I don't
gosh.
know. It's some of it is so old it's corny, but
Yeah.
it's worth watching. It's
Oh
okay.
my
All
God.
right. All right. Enough. Good golly, we're just all over the map today, aren't we? This is great. This is great. So I can't tell you. I can tell you. I mean, there's so much to be mm, mindful of, to be aware of, but basically, I still think as humans, we
Hmm.
have that responsibility to ourselves, our friends, our family, the universe in general,
Hmm.
to be putting out, like you always say, that, find a way to change things for yourself to make
Yep.
them better, and then put that energy out there, and that gets reflected back to us.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
So far, this is me knocking on my wooden desk.
Okay.
So far, AI can't do that for us. So far, AI cannot put out that positive vibe of energy. We haven't figured that one out yet. Maybe I kind of doubt that's something that'll ever happen. I don't think AI gets a soul. I think that's something uniquely human,
Yes.
and it is our superpower. It really, really is.
Yes, it
So
is.
let's dial back the excitement over AI and talk a little bit more about what we can do
Hmm.
as real live soul-filled humans
Yes.
in this life to continue to try to make it better for ourselves and those around us. Because I think
Yes.
that's, again, and we use this term 1,000 times, being mindful
Yes.
of of everything,
Everything. Yeah.
without going into too much detail. But go ahead.
Just being mindful of, like people that you run into, like just for example, a couple of weeks ago, I don't know where we were. We were in not a mall, but like a store. And there was this really nice elderly gentleman that was struggling a little bit. And I just walked up and I said, "May I help you? Can I help you, open the door or something?" And he says, "Yes, thank you." And the smile on his face
Right.
that I paid attention to him where everybody else was walking past him, just he lit up like a light bulb.
Right.
And it lit me up because all I was doing is saying, I had compassion to say, "Hey, can I help you?"
Right.
And he received it. And that smile on his face, and a couple days later, I'm in the grocery store and there's this older lady, that needed to get something. So I just asked her, "What can I get for you?" And put it in her, buggy. And she's, the smile on her face that she was recognized, she was being honored, she was being respected.
Right.
Energy just filled her up. And, she just said, "Oh, thank you so much. That was so sweet of you." And
Right.
lit me up because, I was just doing what I felt was needed, and what I wanted to do. So little tiny things like that build on all the big things that we can do for people, that we can do for ourselves,
Right.
And that's when the energy starts to spread out and you're sharing light and you're sharing joy. And that, to me, can spark, other things to happen, bigger, grander, you
Right.
know. It starts out with the little things and it just builds up. So trying to find something that you could be grateful for every day, that you're thankful for, that you appreciate. Like I said, just getting up in the morning, that's a huge one,
Right.
at this age.
Right. And if you feel as though you don't, or wait a minute, because I know what I want to say, but I'm having trouble finding the words. If you, like you said, your examples there of just helping a couple of people at the grocery store or whatever.
Yeah,
If that's what you do today, then you've been a net positive on the
yeah,
energy of the universe. I
sending it
like
up.
that. Somewhere
Yeah,
there's a meter somewhere with a needle that's gone. Oh, look at that. Vicki did something good today. We're pushing the needle toward the positive. Right. But as cute and as silly and as cartoonish as that sounds, it really works and it adds up and it helps.
it does.
And whether you, as the person doing that small act of helpfulness or kindness or whatever, if you, if even if you don't see the bigger results of that, it doesn't matter. It's like we're adding to the whole thing. You know,
Right.
each individual grain of sand in an hourglass doesn't recognize that it's measuring time,
Right.
but all those grains of sand together go, oh, look, we've made an hour. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what you do helps the overall, and by you, I mean all of us, all our friends, all
All of
our
us.
listeners, all of everybody.
Hmm.
What you do in any given day is adding to or subtracting from, let's not do that, the overall energy of how things are going. And it
Yes.
affects you and your neighbors and your neighborhood and your country and the planet.
Well, that's it. And I tell people, whatever you do, you got to think that one, message or that one effort or whatever, it's going to go out to millions of people you're never going to meet.
Mm-hmm.
So any little thing you do matters. And the bigger it is, of course, the more it's going to go out. But
Right.
thinking, what can you do today to make a difference in the world?
And yes, don't be hung up on it has to be big either. You know, you're not all of us are Elon Musk or, the Pope or something like that. So, I get it.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter. It do what who said that? Was that Teddy Roosevelt? Do what you can where you are with what you've got.
Yes.
I think that was Roosevelt. Um, do what you can with what you've got where you're. So if literally, like you said, if I'm in a grocery store, I get this all the time, being 6'2". Sir, can you help me with something? Sure. What can I reach for you up on the top shelf? I get
Right.
that all the time. Be to help. Whatever. Smile, be on your way. All good. You've
And
contributed to the positive energy of the universe. That's all
yes,
you've done.
think of it as you've got this great big huge bucket, and every little thing, big thing, medium thing that you're doing, it collects.
Right.
And someone's going to feel it, and
Right.
somebody's going to benefit from it. First, we're going to benefit from being a good person, yet we're sharing that with everybody else.
Yes. And I think that's the part that a lot of us either don't see or don't recognize, that it's like, oh, I just did one little thing today. Blah, 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 blah. It didn't seem like, well, no, stop. You did something today.
Yes.
And like Vicki said, it added to that bucket of goodness.
Yes. Yeah.
Whether it's a little grain of sand or a big rock, it doesn't matter.
It
You're
all.
you're you're helping the positive stuff to move
Hmm.
forward, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
Because again, when more of us do it, the more it adds up, better it
Yeah.
goes, all et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
And think, how does it make you feel?
Right.
Again, because we have to take care of ourselves. We have to love and respect ourselves first.
Yes.
And how does that make you feel that it took me what, 5 seconds, to get a can for this older woman.
Right.
And it was like the smile on her face was worth millions,
Right.
to know that. And I love older people anyway, because I really love my grandma.
Right.
But that lit me up, but I also lit her up, and she's going
Right.
to pass that on to somebody else.
Because
And
we're not old. We're just helping other older people. That's
okay.
no, again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the age is. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter none of that stuff.
Hmm.
What matters is that you are contributing something positive
Yes.
to the overall universe,
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
So as we come down to the end of the show today, I think that's our homework, our lesson, our gift to you this week is don't worry about trying to make some big splash. As my
Right.
old boss Steve Jobs would say, put a dent in the universe. Okay, I get it. If you're Steve Jobs, you're putting a dent in the universe. I
A big one.
understand that. Me, I'm contributing a few grains of sand to that bucket that helps tip the scales in favor of a more positive
Hmm.
experience
Yep.
on this planet, in this life, I mean,
Yeah.
give it whatever description you like. Yeah.
So take that grain of sand and envision a beach.
A beach.
Okay. How many trillions and zillions and I don't know, billions of little teeny tiny pieces of sand had collected so that you can go out there and enjoy that.
That's right.
It's the same energy.
That's it. Get all that sand in all my nooks and crannies and come home and take a shower.
Yeah, that's the
It's
first
all
one.
good. The beach is a great experience. I'm just making a joke. So, yes, again, doesn't matter how big, doesn't matter what, just try and find a way to kind of, and
Absolutely.
be on the lookout for that stuff. I mean, you
Yeah.
had, like you said, with your example, you actually volunteered yourself to
Yeah.
someone who you thought might need some help.
Yeah.
And if the guy would have said, I'm good, thanks, you're fine. You're on your way. You haven't done anything.
Yeah.
In my example, I'm pretty tall, so people kind of notice that sort of thing. So when there's a shorter person and they're going to ask me. I'm not going to
Yeah.
volunteer. Can I reach you something up? Because I don't know what they're shopping for. That's not important. But if somebody asks, I'm open to it.
Mhm.
If you see something, you can be open to volunteering
Yes.
or offering, and
Yes.
there's no harm in that either. I mean,
Yeah.
so again,
Yeah.
do what you can. Do what you can where you're at with what you've got. Oh, I love that. Okay, we're
And
going to use
be
that too.
proud of, yeah, and be proud of yourself and love and respect yourself that you took action.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then who cares if the dog throws up on the carpet? That's all good. All right, everybody. That's fantastic. What a great show. And I
Was.
the chat GPT thing was both beautiful and scary. So that's interesting. One of my old and this has nothing to do with anything we talked about today, but it reminded me of the line. One of my older science fiction writer heroes, I think Arthur C. Clarke, I think said he wrote 2001: A Space Odyssey. I think
Oh, yeah.
Clarke said there are two options. Either we are alone in this universe or we are not.
Mm.
Both are equally terrifying. And I love that. But anyway, I got science fiction on the brain today. So just
Okay.
skip that. Go out, be mindful of your surroundings, see where you can add to the bucket of goodness.
Yes. Because
Maybe we just need to make a t-shirt that says I'm adding to the bucket of goodness.
I like that
You do
because as you're
too.
adding to it, guess what? You're getting it back.
You're giving it back.
A win-win.
That's part of the gratitude process that we talked about and that our friend ChatGPT said. It's an outflow, it's a giving,
Mhm.
and also a being aware of the gift you are receiving. So
Yeah,
yeah, I love that. I do.
absolutely.
Awesome. All
Yep.
right, everybody. Thank you. You have your homework for the week. Go work on that. If you're curious about any of the things that we talked about on the show, check the show notes. We will have how you find Miss Vicki and how you find yours truly online or in person. And until then, I'm Bill Sklodowski. Thanks for joining us. Have a great week.
And I'm Vicki Wagoner. Thank you so much for being here. And always remember to be your own best friend.